pushing this too. We're pushing this too. Okay, connected. Okay, guys. X. Okay, guys. Test. 1, 2. All right, guys. We're back. The speed test was killing us, guys. So sorry. Lesson learned. Check. 1, 2.
Let's
check. 1, 2. Okay, guys. Pop out here. Okay, there you guys.
Okay. So we should wait a few minutes for people to come back in.
Okay, guys. This is the new one. Hi there. Hi, guys. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's go back into Rumble. Let's also go back in Twitter. And everybody, please share, because we're going to start the show now. Because, man, Trump was spoiling us. Right? Unbelievable. Trump just dropped, by the way. He reposted again, guys, at 12:37, huh? And his next what would that be, guys? Ooh. Okay, guys. Let me see. Okay, so I gotta do that stuff on my phone. Okay, so let me just line this one up. These are the new crumbs. These are... the old crumbs. No. There's the old ones. Okay. We got Twitter going. We got YouTube going or no? Check. 1, 2, 3. Oh. No. Stream is F. Okay. So we need to go to...
There is a new YouTube.
I know. So there it is. So I gotta have this one. Pop. Oops. No. Let's go. No. Pop it. Okay, guys. There you are. We love you. Sorry for this. I wanted to check my internet speed and somehow it nuked the stream, guys. So, you know, why isn't there like, guys, if you're streaming, watch out, right? Because this might nuke your stream. Nobody told us, guys. But again, okay, guys, we love you. Perseverance, right? Perseverance. The crumbs of yesterday from Donald J. Trump. Okay, guys, Genova, this is the new thing, yeah? Hi there. Okay, guys. Oh, chat is disabled. What? Derf.
Why? Wait, are you... Yeah, you're in the right one.
I know. Okay, guys, 1 second. 1 second, guys. My content. Oh no. My profile. How can I go to my profile? Is this the one? Okay, I guess this is it. 0 views, guys. Must be. Okay, guys, pop the chat. Boom. There you guys are. Can I go to my... So I do sound warm, don't I? Right?
Yes, you do.
So I do sound warm, don't I? Right? Okay, guys. I like it. I sound better in my ears, by the way, but again. Okay, so there you guys are. I think we lost the, what is it? Pilled. But that's okay. Okay, guys. That's all right. It's all right. She moves in mysterious ways. Okay.
Yeah, seems like I mean, maybe Twitter had a glitch,
We're still
but
going.
it is still going because I'm
Okay,
seeing
good. God bless you guys on
1,100
Twitter.
views.
What?
I'm seeing 1,100 views right now on Twitter. So uh, it was maybe just a little glitch.
Okay, guys.
The the other two, at least Rumble and Rumble and
Okay, guys, we're going. Okay.
YouTube
And
are back.
everybody, please watching, repost this, invite everybody in because something huge just happened during our show, right? Something huge just happened during our show. So everybody, drop the links, invite everybody in, right? Because we're going to give you a recap of what just happened, right? And what is dropping more because Trump dropped again, guys. He dropped again. Okay? Again, let's I don't even know why I was getting into the whole Crown Jewel Decode stuff. Right? Let's forget about this. Right? Let's forget about this. Let's focus on Trump. Let's focus on Trump. And then go into, like we promised, right? The decode of his is not complicated. No free healthcare for illegal aliens. Put America first. Don't be dumb. Fund the government. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's not complicated.
Can't handle people.
Dude, wait a minute. It starts with that? It starts with an overlay? There it is. What? Is this a promo or something? So why would it start with that?
Our country can't handle people that come into our country illegally.
Oh, I see it.
What?
And they want to give them full health care benefits.
I've never heard anything like that before. That is so weird.
They want to open the wall again. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it.
What?
Okay, so how long is this clip? 101. Okay. Okay, you wanna let's be respectful.
I can't even believe it.
What's that? Say that again?
They want to open the wall.
What?
They haven't taken away boys playing in women's sports. They haven't done that. Men playing in women's sports.
What?
It's like they don't change. They lost an election in a landslide, and they don't change.
What is going on?
Okay, guys. Okay, so there's a 101 clip. So that is graphic confirmed. You know that, right? So whatever just dropped, we could now have graphic confirmed 101. So we're going to add that to the list, right? Okay, so what was this? 1507. Yes, that was all regarding, I guess, the gap code. $15.07. I don't see where it is. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to go to the 101. The clip that the White House now is dropping. 101. Boom. Okay. Graphic confirmed, right? Okay. Extract. Okay. Now let's see, guys. What do we have here? So let's put the gap code. And this is the gap code between, our previous decode, right? And Trump coming out, right? Let me see, guys. Quick. So Trump dropped, there it is, and the White House dropped at 12:14. 12:14, White House, 12:14, boom. Okay. Beginning, you can imagine, POTUS warning shot, Snowball, Allison Mack. Okay, conspiracy. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need to have a little placeholder there. Okay. 1417. Updated. And again, which drop we were looking for again? That I was saying, what was it, 4588? What was it again, Derf? The Dan is to blame. Which one was that?
Derf man was on mute. That's
Okay, guys.
4527.
So 4527. Yes, this one. 4527. Okay, guys. Let's see. Okay. Delta to reply. Okay, so we got our. Okay, so let's keep this here. 1214. 1214. Let's keep this one here. Let's stay focused here. 1214. Hussein. Updated. Okay. We got 714. And let's paint the picture, guys. 714. Mess with the best, die like the rest. Okay. The wizards and warlocks. Okay. One four one two. 1412. Okay. What is this? 4121. Okay. Sometimes you can't tell the public the truth, you must show them. Only then will people find the will to change. This is not complicated, right? You gotta show them, indeed. Okay. So then Trump dropped at 1232. 1232. The Moab, guys. Fire up those memes. Please stand by. On the clock, guys. Ready to play. We are. Moab incoming. Okay. Okay.
That video is a meme.
What?
I said, and that video is a meme, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Good point. Okay, guys. There it is, guys. Does their stupidity ever stop to be amusing? It hasn't for me. God, Trump, this is wild. They're making fun of these guys. While the minutes and seconds of Trump, guys, does their stupidity ever stop being amusing? Do you see this, guys? Get everybody in. Get everybody in, guys. Over the target, best of Anon. Dude, best of honor, Patriot. Come on, dude. Look at this. These guys are stupid, right? These guys are stupid. You know, these people, don't be dumb. Fund the government. Does their stupidity ever stop to be so amusing? It hasn't for me. Badge of honor, Patriot. Over the target. Insane. Okay. So 912. Come on. 912. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. But again, like I said, right? 5 highs, but that is not relevant now, right? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3, guys. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning, right? Or something like that. Or the pluses. The 1, 2, 3. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. Plus, 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 right? The 1, 2, 3. Now, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. Again. Oh, wait. It's effing mirrored, guys. The 1232 is mirrored. Trump is dropping a mirror here. The 123 or 1232. 1232 with a 9, guys. The missing eye. Huh. Okay. He just dropped 70 minutes ago, guys. Trump, we love you. Let me see. And there's a 321 as well, right? So that is showing you the pluses, guys. You know, as we had the Rothschilds come back, right? 321. There it is, guys. Oh, no way, guys. Dude, Trump, you're blowing my mind. Shit balls. Oh, no. This is ridiculous. Dude, he's dropping. He's dropping the Moab and the 137.
You were with us yesterday, guys, right?
Dude, this is the decode we're showing you. Again, we have a new bunch of people coming in now, right? Like, hey, these guys are live. What's going on? I'm going to show you exactly what's going on, right? But again, this is the backdrop, right? That's going to be, catching our attention, you know, with the 137 to make it short, right? Pointing to the Netherlands and to somebody that just had a baby, right? Where the decodes and one of those really wild ones, right? Mistakes are somehow roadmaps to others. When I was doing this decode on Trump, right? I was saying, you know, like how many times did we see 508, right? Perfect. Plausible deniability, timing in between tweets, missing and replaced letters. This is not a game Trump himself is speaking to us, right? Again, we love this drop. You know, we feel honored to be part of this. But again, I told you, 4392, right? This one, mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? I knew it was there, but I haven't read this one this many times. So when I saw this, I was like, yes. So there's your mistake, right? And this is, you know, this drop is saying the same thing, only this one is just one sentence. And it kind of says everything that this is saying, right? Mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? This is Q. This is an anon, right? Saying, this is perfect, awesome, ultimate confirmation to us, right? But there it is, right? We showed you the 137 yesterday during our show. I hear you, right? De wereld staat op het punt te veranderen, right? The world is about to change. Dutch patriots, right? And 137 gap code pointed to the Netherlands, right? Something that, you know, I just had to decode. And it just pointed to the 10 days. Well, I thought it was, right? And I was just saying, is it or not? Because there's the 88 and we had our 88 from Trump somewhere, right? I don't know where it is, somewhere at the beginning, hopefully. Yes, there it is. So the 88 with the 3 and the post, you know, being the 88th word. And 3 being the 17th word. And by the way, dude, through Derf. So when you add the 3 to the 17, what do you have? 137, right? Right? Not 1, not 2, but 3, right? 3 is the 17th word, right? So you can place the 3, right? Within the 17 and you have a 137. Derf, are you there? 88 characters, guys, right? And again, we were just asking, right, yesterday. And then after our show, right? This is the decode that we dropped before we went live. At 9:40 and 30 seconds, right? Then Trump dropped during our show 137 with 316 characters. Again, a straight up link to the show. The annals that are watching RSBN and decoding Trump's speeches live. Connecting the markers, right? And understanding that those markers are where Trump was hitting something, a keyword that was striking with the timestamp that lead to the drops, right? Well, this is what we knew now, right? Back then, they were just listening to the keywords that Trump was saying, and in the back of their mind were the Q drops, right? Now, Q in 3:16 is saying there's another clue. Timestamps. How many clues must we provide? So now, I guess the analysts were looking at the time. Well, this is what we do, right? Looking at the time, looking what Trump is saying, looking at the backdrop, looking at the news, right? And then combining all things, right? And where it crosses over, right? These are the marks, right? The markers. And when those markers keep coming back from Elon, Dan Scavino, Chuck Grassley, right? News releases, right? Cash Patel, boom, boom, boom. We can actually see it happen. We now like, okay, wait a minute. Something's going on here. You know, this is not just one occurrence. This is not just 188. This is, we got a sequence here, right? You know, this has a rhythm to it, right? This is not just some space noise, right? This is orchestrated, right? There's a rhythm to it. Happening 1 hour and 7 minutes after our live show, 1:37. And now Trump, guys, after posting 1028, 5x5, right? Again, this is a little recap for everybody that just joined us, right? Again, there's your... Okay, so I think it's a different tab. No? So there it is, right? Trump during our live show. So you can go now. Yes. Derfman, are you still with us? Am I still live, by the way? Check, guys. Am I there? The rhythm of Derfman.
I'm having internet issues, by the way.
Okay, guys.
But yes, you are still live. You're still there.
Okay, guys. So when we were live, Trump was reposting, you know, again regarding the shutdown, right? This is what we were having questions about. Dude. What the hell? Is it happening, guys? What in the world, guys? Shut the F up, man. What is this? Why can't I open my screen? Look at this rubbish.
I don't know, bro.
What's going on? Nothing is... My memory is still 73%. I've got 63 gigs of RAM. I'm healthy, right? Processor, you know? I don't know why this is. But again, we were having the shutdown, right? And then Trump reposted the White House regarding the shutdown, right? With a gap code of 432. Well, there's Derfman. We all know that in the chat, right? But again, this was just one hint, right? You know, one thing is one thing, right? But then, right, the 1028, okay, that's interesting, right? We have what was it? Now we are going to the other one. So now you have 282, right? The minutes to seconds. Now there is the 10 days darkness. When? The shutdown, right? So yesterday we had, you know, our, I don't want to say suspicion, right? I don't want to say we had our suspicion. We were wondering, right? Is the shutdown regarding, you know, does it have anything to do with the 10 days, right? Because we had these 10 days from Trump. How many days ago? 8 days ago? right? I think so. The 24th.
Yeah, that's about 8 days ago.
Okay, guys. So Trump, during our live show, right, is dropping regarding the government shutdown, right? Dropping a 5x5 Q plus, and then showing us. So 1028, 28.2, boom. There is your, I have a question. The 10 days of darkness, when? And Q is saying shutdown, right? Okay. And then, the 2940, right? The truth number or the post number, right? Is showing you the sealed indictments. Well, it is what I was saying, right? Because the easy pill to swallow is not when the 10 days of darkness will happen. That will be open in the news. And I was wondering, right? Are we now going to the sealed indictments? Because Tulsi Gabbard and all these, agencies have been coming out with undeniable proof that the Obama administration, knowingly presented false evidence, and their intelligence agencies, and that, that this is treason. So now I think maybe it's out in the open. Are we now ready for the unsealing of the indictments? Just a question. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just asking the question. Okay. So there it is. Draining the swamp, guys, right? Remember that question. What is the nickname for DC or known by, right? The swamp. 727, right? The gap code in between Trump and the White House. 432 or 272 seconds. Again, people not seeking re-election, right? And there it is, 432, red October, as the world turns, right? Verified Donald Trump. Okay, guys, and this is talking about the biggest ever tax cut. Okay, so this is also talking about a bill, right? And they want to have a bill in, giving that money to those other people, right? Okay, but because this is such a, how do I say that? Such a link to the previous Decode, right? Right over here, this one, where it pointed to something that happened during our show, talking a language that is spoken by some in the show, right? Regarding a key that happened during one of our decodes, right? During a timestamp that happened at the Rose Garden where Trump talked about for the second time regarding, grass as alive, right? I know all about grass, right? And the 137 pointing to the Netherlands, right? And then Trump during our live show yesterday, dropping at 137 while we were showing you this. Just 1 hour and 7 minutes away from it, right? Dropping 360 characters. Bringing you to the super predators. Think Crown Jewel. 581. You're in the middle of something historic. And 2558. Boom, the truth number. Define backed channels, right? Join us live yesterday, right? Wednesday, as we take a deep dive into the back channel comms and continue our dance with Scavino, Donald Trump, and the Wizards and Warlocks. 137, 137, 1 hour and 17 minutes, 316. Insane, guys. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly, right? And there's Trump. And because, right, of these correlations, we were looking at the time in between us dropping this and Trump dropping this, right? And now we get to the gap code. There's the gap code, right? And the gap code, guys, what was the big one? Yes, 1487, right? So there's your Durham, right? And there it is, guys. 1487. Think new arrivals. Proofs are important. Thank you, August and Anos. This board in the coming months will be spread and discussed across all platforms. Important to be prepared, right? Unbelievable, guys. This is what we got from Trump in the Oval while the Europeans were there, right? Okay, so this one can go. So there it is, guys. You're witnessing history, right? What is this drop saying? You are in the middle of something historic, right? The gap code 147, right? Right over here. 147, right? Okay, so this one can go. There is Soros, right? What will be the penalty for stealing elections, right? Think about. There it is, right? And let me see. Where's that sucker? Yes. So there is Soros, right? The gap code is pointing us to Soros and to mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? The 4329. I think that was in the gap code as well, right, Derf?
There was something with a 4329. Let me check.
4392.
See.
Let me see. So there is 3492, right? 3492. Right over here. 3492. And 3492 is this drop, right? 4392. Wait.
Nah, his post is 3049.
There was something, man. I don't know what it was. There's your Jason Bourne. This is bigger than anyone can imagine as the world turns. Could you sleep if you know the truth about everything? Right? Stay set, POTUS. Do you believe? Buckle up, guys. 879, right? Insane, guys. The 3-second dab. It is the only way, guys. Turn. And now Trump again, guys. He's dropping again. So we have all these links with George Soros, right? Mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? The 137, you're in the middle of something historic. The resistor will be dealt with swiftly. And now Trump is dropping, now making this gap code possible, right? Did we look at this timestamp? I think we did, right?
Yeah, we did.
So now we got to look at this. Let's see. So we got 203. 203. 203.5. Both chambers. Well, they're in lockdown. 352. No ability to enter trip code. 2530. Forced narrative. Let me see. There's another 432, dude. Guys, in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. So Trump is dropping 2 432s, guys. So there's your 432 here. There's your 432 here. And the time in between 1232.19 is 7,432. And 7 is heavenly completion, right?
Now,
What?
yeah, but dude,
Let me see.
look up
2, 3.
that
wait,
mirror.
4, 7.
2, 3, 4, 7.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. Now it is full circle, guys.
Oh.
Now it is full circle.
Jesus.
Guys, sorry for the cursing, man. Like, we're anons. And, you know, my excuses because this is rare, right? So sorry. And look at this. Mother of God, guys. Dude. Look at this. Look at this. This is how it all started. 2347. There's your 432. Never saw that. There it is. Boom. This is how it started. This is how it was answered. Trump. He had a gap code with the White House with 432. And he has a gap code with himself. Because this is the delta to the next post. You know? Ha, this one didn't really make sense. But again, we can look at 3020. What is 3020? Look at this, guys. 3020. Okay. Matters of national security. DARPA. Okay, guys. Okay. So Trump is just hitting this timestamp, this gap code. And this is the most important one. That he's hitting the 432, 7,432 seconds he's waiting to post this again. You know? So there's your 128 5x5 Q plus. 828. The 10 days of darkness. The 827. Don't know what that is. $827. And 720. Okay. Timestamps. There it is. Boom. There it is, guys. So you got your 5x5 Q plus in your 1028. You got your 10 days of darkness in your 828. And you got, you know, in your 728, you have your timestamps. Truth to power, right? And by the way, we had a 137, right? What was it again? With POTUS and military. There was 312, right? Was that in the gap code?
The 321. No, it was the at 12.
There it is. Yes, Trump, guys.
Seconds,
Oh my
the
God!
321.
Yes, that was amazing, guys. So it was not just that Trump was dropping 5x5 Q plus, confirming the 10 days of darkness and showing you timestamps true to power. Jeez Louise, guys. It's not only that he's dropping the Q baby over here, right? The 2347. The 2347. It's not just that. It's also that Trump is dropping the timestamp of 123, 123, or 321. And that is bringing you back to that proof that I showed you yesterday. 321. Boom. There it is. POTUS 137, US military. If you've seen the shows, it will blow you away. And Trump is dropping here. Did we look at everything in his drop? 2319, 3219. Wait a minute. 3219.
Oh.
Okay. Ha, yes, batch of order over the target. Yes. Dude.
Oh, jeez.
What's up? 1-3. 1-2-3. What?
I gotta, yeah. Dude.
What? Talk.
Link in the chat. Boom. It's.
What?
Check the link in the chat.
Oh, God. What's going on? What is this? This is the gap code between himself or
Check
White
the
House?
Minutes. Yeah, the 7,432 seconds.
Yes, his own timestamps. Yes. So that, oh man,
That's
wait.
between himself.
Yes. So
Look at the minutes.
12:38, huh? No. Again? What? What?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Do you understand the gravity of what is unfolding, guys? 12:38, right? She had to win at all costs. Evil and corruption, right? There it is. So there is your 1, 2, 3, 8, right? Your 1, 2, 3, 8. But what Derf is saying, he's dropping us of 1, 2, 3. So Trump is not just only. Okay, guys. And by the way, the White House is dropping 88 characters, guys. What in the world, man? Even Grasshopper is losing the oversound. Not yet, guys. You know, because I remembered, right? The 88 characters. But again, right? Whoa. Almost slip and fell there, right? Wait a minute, guys. Let me stay focused here. Let me stay focused. Okay, so this is the gap code. What was this again? These were... I hear you. Okay, so these are the things, yeah? You are the gap code. So you go in here. You can... There is the 88, guys. Wow. Unbelievable, right? Okay, so we have this one. Goes in here. We got... Okay, guys. So let's do it like this a little bit. Okay. So you got your 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1. Boom. Again, guys. Your 3, 2, 1. Boom. POTUS 137, guys. Right? Look at this. 137, right? 137. The Netherlands. 4 times. This is Dutch. These are Dutch patriots. This happened during the show by Dan Scavino as a confirmation, right? At the end of our show when he landed, right? And then we have the 10 days of darkness, right? That was confirmed by Trump. Well, not confirmed, but again, these were these crumbs guys. That it was saying that 1 or 2 or 3 with the deltas, 0 deltas, and 117 delta, with being 1 minute and 7 seconds off a 5-year delta with 3-star general, not long now. Not 1, not 2, but 3 deltas and 3 stars, right? 1, 2, 3. United States. 1.7, 17, right? 17-minute delta, 1 minute and 7-second delta. And the post is word number 88. And the 17th word is 3. And that consists of 88 characters from begin to the E, right? Unbelievable. And then Trump is hitting 137 1 hour and 7 minutes after we show you this in our show yesterday, pointing you to 185. You know that, right? In the beginning. Crown Jewel Decode, Soros' Y family, pyramid structure, defined back channels. This is our show. This is this show. This is how this show was called. 137 dropped before the show. Then Trump dropped at 137 with 316 characters, showing you exactly what analysts are doing, what we're doing as well. And now Trump, guys, is dropping this. 1028 5x5 Q plus. 282 10 Days of Darkness. I have a question, Q. I got a question, right? 5x5 Q plus. But I have a question. The 10 Days of Darkness, when? Look at what we had right here. This is our decode. The 137 decode from yesterday, before we went live. Which drop is here? The 10 Days of Darkness, when? Shutdown. I thought, let's do it, right? Why? What was clicking with the shutdown? That I had to go here. There was somebody underneath my comments that dropped me this link and said, hey, isn't this interesting? Right? And then I saw Dan Scavino dropping, pointing to these things. Hey, he wants my attention. 137. Okay, what's going on? Right? There was your 498. And 498 is saying lock. Well, this is a shutdown. Well, I said, okay, wait. So there's this 137. Let's look at the gap code. Because he's dropping the gap code of 137. And it so happened to be that he posted at 2347.08. And this is 2332.20. Right? This is just a few minutes off, right? Of course, it's 8 years. But just a few minutes off. Oh, dude, this is an 8-year delta. On top of that, right? Ending with an 8. And the 8-year delta will drop 137. And the time in between 2332 and 20, opposed to 2347.08, you can see the timestamp right over here. 2332.20, 2347.08. 888, right? 8-year delta, 8 seconds, 8, right? 8, 8. So there it is, guys. So 88 and 888. Interesting. Bringing you to 88. 10 Days of Darkness. There is a little, Again, the other things that I saw in this were okay, but we can look at 4410. Okay, so there's your Bill Clinton. Operators are standing by. Well, okay. Your 1448. Okay. Stay vigilant. Again, I didn't make these decodes, right? Because I didn't want to kick up a lot of dust. I was just saying, hey guys, there's a lock. There is, remember, the lockdown, right? And the gap code is bringing us to the 10 days. That's all, right? And I think I didn't even really... Yes, I didn't even say it here, right? See that? My header wasn't all clickbait, right? Then ends today, right? Posting regarding the government shutdown. That was it. Not, hey guys, the 10 days of darkness are coming. I'm not that person. I'm just saying here, there's just a little opening here where we can go there. But for that to happen, we got to have FISA. But did that already happen? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Think so. Okay. So, what was it? We had our, okay. Let's see. 247. 247. Okay, Hillary Clinton. Have you been watching the news this Friday, right? Okay, Admiral, okay. The email, winner laptop. And again, guys, this is coming up, right? This is coming up. What are puppets? Okay, bottom, middle to top. Do you not understand the government is being gutted publicly? Bottom, middle to top. Okay, so there's your gap code of 247, right? 742. 742. Okay, there's your Mika Brzezinski. Again, a link to Soros, right? Right over here. There it is. Dascovino pulled our attention to Soros regarding 743 and 347, right? 743 and 3994 49, right? George Soros, Mika Brzezinski. Again, a hint. And is near, guys, right? The media cleanse. The age of tech has hurt their ability to hide and control, right? Again, by using these timestamps, they can move around the enemy with ease, right? They don't know where to look, right? Okay, so wait a minute. What do we have? Yes. So this is your 742, right? 742. 14.8. 14.8. Well, it's a clear up 14, right? And 14 takes you to George Soros, right? The Internet Bill of Rights, right? Like this drop is saying, you know? The age of tech has hurt their ability to hide and control. And drop 14 is showing you, right? Soros and Antifa allowed to operate, right? Why? What happens when they engage in domestic terrorism? And this is where we are, right? We went all the way down. This is where you are, right? And now, you know, we've seen this, right? What happens when mayors, police comms, and chiefs do not enforce the law, right? Well, Trump is going to federalize your state. That is what he's going to do, right? Clear and simple. He told that to the mayor of DC, right? If you're not going to be honest about the crime, right? Then I'm going to federalize your state, right? Your city. And there it is. What authority does POTUS have specifically over the Marines? He let them in, guys. Again, like we have arrived to this point now. Why is this important? Redrop 22, right? There it is. I don't know, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mueller. Why is he there? I don't know why Q is not bringing up Mueller, right? What is Mueller's background? Military? Yeah. So, you know, is he a good guy now? I don't know. Okay, guys, right? And so there's your 48, guys. So there is a little 48 action happening, right? The 48 is your Q clearance, right? And your 84. Okay, the crumbs. And then you have your 888. Okay, guys. We took control. String Scott. Deals made. Clowns are out. 888. Huh. And again, didn't we have a crumb that POTUS is protected and isolated, you know, on Air Force One while these missions are conducted? And that the Anon was figuring out that that drop was already fulfilled in this moment in time during his trip in Asia, right? So again, what you're seeing right now right? It's just the public is going to be let in on what is happening, right? So this whole government shutdown, you know? Okay, guys, let's go to the Derf man gap code. Derf, are you there? Have you looked? Okay,
Well, I
guys, so
just
there's
saw
your
the-
2,
I
3,
just saw
4,
the one-
7. So
Yeah,
that was
and the 1, 2, 3 in the
4.
minutes.
There it is, guys. What?
And the 1, 2, 3 in the minutes.
Yes, the 1, 2, 3 in the minutes. Yes, you're 78, just one digit shy, guys, of the 88. Right? My signatures all reference upcoming events about to drop. If this hasn't got on, you got your 2064, 2064. Aye. Played by Operation Specialist. Pre-event. Last night. What is this? Okay. 649. What is this? 649. $6.49. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a second. Or Derf, do you want to talk about something? I'll be back in a second.
All right, I'll give a few shout-outs.
Okay, you want this to play a little bit like this?
Yeah, why not? Let's see if it works.
So, is this a good volume? You want it louder?
No, I think that's it's a good volume for me. I don't know about the
Okay,
chat,
guys.
but we'll see.
Be back in a second. Love you.
All right.
Trump, we love you.
guys. Yeah, we love you, Deflustrated, Raven, Belinda, Indy Ford, Dragonfly 17, good to see you. Quitting Time, good to see you too. Always good to have Doki M in the chat. We've got that LLLs or IIIs on the YouTube as well. Let me see, we've got Parco, Trapper Tim, we've got K-Cake, howdy K-Cake, that's a new name for me, Susie 1638, Colors 1921. Let me know, guys, let me know how my voice is coming through. Is it cutting over the music too much? Is it blending okay? Let me know. Susie 1638. Glad again. Great to see you. Highlander, Patty's Pages, Kirk Allen, Ted Phillips, 1977. 1, 2, 3. I'm a G, as in Grasshopper. Yeah, you definitely are. If that's a lyric, I don't recognize it, by the way. Washington Trials is with us, a fellow Canadian from Ontario. We've got Nita Shitsunat. We've got Parco, who's an honorary Canadian, as long as he accepts it. Beverly H. Creech. Always good to see you too, I think. Is Hopper back, or did the song end? Not sure. I'm not hearing a Hopper back, so I'm going to keep going. Oh, Real Willow. It is good to see you too. That's a new name for me as well. That, I've seen a couple of times, but it's always nice to see returnees, right?
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dude.
You can continue because I still got to refill my bottle with water and everything. So
Go for it.
What
and
were we
take
talking
your
about?
time. Oh, what was I talking about? Let me see. I was saying that I saw a couple of new names in the chat. Real Willow is a returnee, though,
Okay, guys.
and has been a little while since I'd seen
Elena.
her. But definitely good to see you. Damn, I hope I don't have too much of a delay with you again, Hopper. I've
I
been...
don't think so.
Okay, right now I think we're good. But
Libtards
it was
suck.
happening... It did happen a couple of times where, like, for some reason, it seemed like Zoom was slowing down and then speeding up the stream for me.
Okay,
Everything
so
was sounding...
yes, so it is almost like because you see the cursor. Oh, so YouTube stopped somehow.
It did? No
It
way.
stopped at 2:38. Okay. 2:38.
Well,
Do you-
our first one, I think it did, but I think we're still live.
Yes,
At the
no.
moment,
I mean
right?
the video here. We were playing music, right? Somehow
Okay,
it,
so the video stopped by itself at
Yes.
2:38. Okay,
Yes.
I got you.
so 8:32.
That...
What's the news this week? What you see is 2%. This is not a game. Okay. Okay. So how much do we have left? So that is 1 minute, 11 seconds, and 3 minutes?
No, that would be...
4.
No, 4 minutes.
11.
4 minutes and 11.
4:11. Okay. 4 minutes and 11 seconds. How many seconds in total? That is 120, 240 plus 11?
240 plus 11, 251.
251. 251. Find the keystone, guys. What is this, guys? The magic sword in the face of evil. Red. Find the keystone. News unlocks message. There's the stringer versus the video, guys. Right? That is weird, huh? So what is the 152? The 125? 125. Okay, guys. Nice view up here. What?
152.
152.
You put
okay, thank you.
125.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry. 152. Okay, guys. There it is again. So this was when Trump was isolated and protected on Air Force One while these missions are conducted due to the nature of the entrenchment. Like, I am not saying this. You confirmed the anon who decoded it. Right? So that stage already happened. Right? A lot of things already happened which we think we're waiting for. Miss Maya, great to see you. Elaine, we love you. Sugar B, again, guys. I don't know what your name is, but again, how do you pronounce this name? Or something. I don't know, man. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
What's up? Q-Fay.
I didn't get an answer on that one.
Quentin Town. Great to see you. KK. 2KM. Don Cronkles. Belinda from Texas. We love you. Raven. Wendy. Guys, we were in for a treat, guys. The Mickey Clock. Michelle. Okay, guys. Tess Phyllis. Jetty Neck. I always say Jetty Neck. But you say Jetty Nick Neck, right? I think everybody's calling Jetty Neck, right? But it's like Jetty Nick Neck, right? Indeed. Okay, guys. Let's continue. What?
I am leaning towards Jedi. Like those Star Wars Jedis?
Jedi. Yeah, Jedi. Okay, Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So, wait. Okay, so these are just, fun things. Okay, guys. But let's continue with, the federal employees. I heard a reference to federal employees who commit crimes. I was listening to many coded messages. Great speech. I love the part about the Capitol Dome, guys. Well, what do we see here? The Capitol Dome, guys. Right? Interesting. So what is this? 649. How did we get there? Oh, that was the length of the clip. Yes, there's your 649. And this came from this link, 2064. 2064, there it is. So there's your part. This is taking you to this is bringing you to the Capitol Dome, right? Again, I kind of like the music. Well, nah, but okay, yeah. So 4602. What is that? 4602. 4602. And again, I applaud you guys, right? For being here and understanding and having an appetite, right? A palate for these kind of things, right? The choice of information has always been yours. We are one of many vehicles traveling on information superhighway. Okay, guys. All right. What is this? Okay, so these were the people, blacklisted, right? Okay, compromised. Okay. Free thought is a philosophical viewpoint which holds that position regarding truth should be formed on the basis of logic, reason, right? Rather than authority, tradition, revelation, or dogma, guys. We're not waiting for it, right? We know what's coming. You can feel it in the heart of hearts, right? You can feel it when you heard Trump speak, right? You can feel it when you saw the Q drops, right? Without any proof. Maybe a tippy top here and there, right? Right? A reflection on a phone, right? A pen, right? It could be from anyone, but still you knew it was Trump, right? What is, okay, so we already looked at this, right? What is 2532? 2532. Okay, this is the White House, the dark to light. Interesting. 2532, the White House, already dropping QComs back in 2018. Okay. 2352. 2352. And again, we're doing this. Oh, there it is, guys. Justice Kavanaugh. Now comes the real pain. This is bringing us back to the confirmation of Dan Scavino, dude. Whoa, guys. There it is. Boom. This is bringing us back to the Saturday show. Wow, guys. This is full circle, guys. With the White House. And now comes the pain. You have it all, Huber, right? The sealed indictments. News unlocks, right? Boom, week ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end, right? This is only the start. That was before the government lockdown, right? Was this already in the news then? On the 27th? I don't know. They might be talking about it a little bit, like, oh, we're going to shut it down, right? The question was, will they? But maybe it's the plan, guys. As you could see with what Dan Scavino was doing here, Europe was being highlighted. 137 was highlighted. 128 was highlighted during this moment in time between Trump and the White House, etc. Drop a 17 if you remember. And if you don't do anything, because it's impossible for me to go back into that show and rewind and show you, right? Well, it's possible, but again, that takes too much time, right? It's a 7:45, I believe. So I got 1 minute and 1 hour and 15 minutes left, right? Before I really have to head down. And then tomorrow I'll be giving all my time to Miss Grasshopper, and I'll be back Saturday, Sunday, guys, right? Okay, so there's your, law and order, right? Now comes the real pain. Now comes the real truth, right? Boom, boom, boom. Justice Kavanaugh, enemy combatants. It was our last chance to save it, right? Together you are strong. This movement challenges their forced narrative and challenges people not to simply trust what is being reported. Check out these crimes, guys. Boom. Free thought is a philosophical viewpoint which holds that position regarding truth should be formed on basis of logic reasons, right? Rather than authority, tradition, revelation, or dogma, right? We got this, right? We got a brain, right? We don't need somebody to tell us how to interpret things. And that's not what I'm doing here, right? I'm just reading the timestamps, using the tools that they gave us. So you can do it yourself, right? But again, during our shows, these things are dropping, right? And is that the reason why you're watching the shows, right? Drop a 17 if it is so, right? And there it is saying, right? This movement challenges people not to simply trust what is being reported. Research for yourself, think for yourself, trust yourself. This movement is not about one person or a group of people. We, the people, save the republic, hatred and dissension. What is this saying? Desensitization.
Dissension.
Dissension. Okay. And this nation will heal. Where we go one, we go all, guys. You cannot simply imagine the size of this, right? There's more good and bad. The world is helping. We are not alone. We're all connected in this fight. We're winning big, right? Descovino, while we were talking about him, right? We're winning, remember? Watch the speech. We're going to get into the speech, guys, but I just wanted to show you, right? That these dark to light comms were dropped by Descovino. And there already is your 10 days, guys. Clock started, right? 370, right? 370. Clock started 10 days. Huh. And again, this month went to 31 or 30?
Wait, September goes up to 30.
Okay, yes. So, call me indictment is day 10. Right? Yes. Call me is on the 7th, right? So, and Descovino was making sure to drop a gap code, right? His initial timestamp was in the middle of the night. It was 10:15 in the morning, my time, right? And 17 seconds. I was wide awake, right? He dropped, for him, middle of the night. Why would he do that, right? Let me see. What is 10:15 my time? Let me see. 10:15. Okay, the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. So, this is what he dropped, and then he reposted it again at 7. That is weird, right? 27. Yes, 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 30 seconds, yes. So it's 4 a.m., and then he reposted it at 7. So he slept 3 hours, guys. Right? Not even. Look at this. Not sleeping. Right? But his post number led us to Light Through Darkness, right? The White House. He is the White House Chief of Staff, right? And leading you to Now Comes the Pain, right? Now comes the real truth. And what I thought was wild, guys, is that the gap code, in seconds, right? The 1227, right over here, and the 2270, right? Were both drops encouraging the diggers, right? The analysts say, we are Patriot Diggers, Q. Give us a shout out and we will dig harder, right? And Q is answering in drop 1227. We are honored, proud, and appreciative. Where we go one, we go all, right? And 2270, right? Is that, like we had these crowns from Trump, right? Talking about the vote board, talking about the back channel comms, right? Right over here, right? And you remember the birthday thing, right? The 137 birthday, right? comms with Joanne, right? The back channels are important. Our comms must be this way. Where the gap code in between Trump dropping at 321 brought us to a drop where Q said to the board owner, right? Create a new vote board. And if you create it, right, we will send the people there. And then, Trump was dropping this timestamp with the 0 delta, right? The trusted plan, providing us with the highest level of intel. The double point, going backstage and asking the Q team, did they catch all references, right? And let me see it myself, right? Our comms must be this way. Back channels are important. The Reddit replacement. And here, guys, here we have Q pointing the pages there. So the shout out to the diggers, honored, proud, and appreciative. And in the same sentence, guys, of 2270, right? Good home for the ex-Great Awakening Redditors, right? In the coming weeks, it will be important to have one central location, non-HN, right? And I was just wondering, right? Are they talking about this place, right? Eyes on Patriots, history books, right? Again, what Trump was dropping here. Right? You're in the middle of something historic, right? I hear you, right? The Netherlands, right? Back channels, define back channels. Back to the George Soros Rothschilds connection. Back to the Crown Jewel Decode. 137. 1 hour and 7 minutes, right? And there is your gap code. Okay, wait. What do we have? That's it, right?
Yeah, that is it for that one, dude.
Man.
And by the way, as you mentioned, you have about an hour and 15 minutes left, which Parco mentioned accurately that you technically had an hour and 17 minutes left.
Okay, guys.
It was 1:43. That's why he said that. And dude, I say let's get right into that speech.
Yes. So let me just read you what just dropped, right? Truth to power. There's your one. Okay, so we gotta have these things ready, guys. Wait a minute. Let me see if I have everything together. Yes, I do. Okay, guys. So what happened, guys? What just happened? There has to be one more tab that is pretty big. Yes, this one. Oh, look at this, guys. We got our Durham stuff. We got our Soros stuff. We got our, you're witnessing history, right? Middle in something historic. We have, we got our 1487, right? Bam, this is a huge one, guys, right? Bringing us back to what Trump dropped in the White House, right? As we were saying, we love this drop. Think new arrivals, proofs are important. Trump used this, guys, right? Boom. Enemy at the front door. Again. Okay. Let me see. We got our Jason Bourne. Stay tuned, guys. Big post. Deep Dream Twitter, guys. Deep Dream, guys. As the world turns, this is bigger than you can imagine. Could you sleep if you knew the truth about everything, right? Stasis said, do you believe? Buckle up. The crowns by Trump, guys. What happened to Saudi Arabia will happen here. Well, that brings you back to the 10 days, right? There it is. What happened to Saudi Arabia will happen here. On top of this, the White House was dropping 88 characters, right? Okay, so this one can go. Okay, so this one can go as well. Analyst catch all. Okay, so this one can go as well. This one can go go as well. Dennis to blame. Okay, the Clinton Foundation. Okay, you can go. The Pope, dark to light. Graphic is confirmed, right? The 101 gap code. Bigger than you can imagine. POTUS warning shot. The update. Saving the best for last. Sometimes you can't tell the public the truth, you must show them. Only then will people find the will to change. Fire up those memes. Next week Moab. Ready to play, guys. Badge of honor over the target. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. And there it is, guys. Okay, we had this one. And there it is, guys. POTUS 137, guys. Unbelievable. Important moment in time, guys. Bringing you back to this is how it all started by Dan Scavino. I love that part about the Capitol Dome, right? Derf, man, what is up? From 137, right? From important moment in time, right? To POTUS 137, to the White House, dropping us 88 characters, right? While we were on the 10 days. How many strikes do you need, right? The Soros losers. Show the world the truth, open their eyes, right?
And dude, it's like
I hear you. Yes. 5 by
it's
5
like
Q
just the other-
plus. Yes.
just the other day, I can't remember if it was yesterday or maybe the day before, but we had them posting at I think 11:33, right? And they were giving us a gap code that was also giving us hashtag 17. So they're doing this
Yeah.
at the beginning of our shows,
Mm-hmm.
where last month they were often dropping. Somebody was dropping at, let's say, 10:17, but now they're not necessarily dropping just exactly as we start, but they're definitely feeding us with numbers that correlate with things that we were just looking, especially whatever you were decoding in the last couple days. And it's phenomenal for them
There's a reason why I say
to
this,
do that.
Join us live as we take a deep dive into the back channel comms and continue our dance with Scavino, Donald Trump, and the wizards and warlocks. The NSA, right? And look at this, guys. Trump reposting the White House with a 5 by 5 Q+. With the 10 days of darkness, guys. The 2A2, right? Look at this, guys. Right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is, guys. 128, 2A2, right? Right over here. 2A2. Shutdown. 10 days. Darkness, right? Sealed indictments. 2940, right? 2940. Thank you, Anon. Nothing to see here. Sealed indictments, right? People resigning, right? Red October, as the world turns. 432. This is the gap code, right? There it is. Boom. Narrative shift in full force. Do you really think, they can get away with this, right? D-class coming, right? Then the White House is even dropping 88 characters, right? This is 88 characters, guys. This. There it is. There it is. Unbelievable, guys. 14. Always 5 steps ahead. Right? 5 eyes, evil and corruption. She had to win at all costs. Do you understand the gravity of what is unfolding? Right? 321, guys. Look at the timestamp of Trump. Right? 321. 321. 321. Right? Again, 137. Boom. 137. 2347, guys. I think the 2347 was the gap code, I guess.
It was between
Himself.
his own.
Yes.
Yeah.
The time in between, yes. And I think, 2347. Maybe it was within the hours or something, right?
Well, where did it go?
I don't know. I deleted it.
I can post the calculator.net.
Oh, no, this is it. 2347, huh? No, this is me. No, this is the gap between me.
Yeah.
Maybe this one? No. You got it?
Yep. It's there.
$23.47 in the seconds. Why isn't it on QAC then? Or did I look past it?
I don't know. It should have been there. Is it in
There it is, 23.47. Yes, indeed. Dude, guys, look at this. So you know what? I'm going to delete this one because I got too many tabs open. So the 3-2-1, right, of Donald Trump over here, right? The 3-2-1 and 1-2-3, right? Mirrored. And the gap code of 23.47 right over here. Unbelievable, guys. 23.47, 137. Unbelievable. What's in the news since Friday, right? The Ace of Daggers hurt their ability to hide and control. Again, Soros, right? There it is, guys. Drop 14, right? As the world turns, right? Soros losers, right? Protected, 888, right? Boom, there's your timestamp. Unbelievable, guys. How these things are all coming together. Within the 2 posts during our live show, that the White House is dropping 88 characters, right? With this drop right over here and 137, right? Within the drop in 3-2-1. You have it double, guys. POTUS, 137 US military. Boom. Unbelievable. Unreal, guys. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's it. That's a wrap, right?
Well,
I'm afraid to refresh, guys. There's nothing still. Okay, guys. Trump, you are amazing. These guys. Well, there's 2810. What is that? 1802. Okay, something big is about to drop, guys. Come on. 2081. Okay, Clinton. Oh. Okay. 1082 and 2801. So 1082. Plane crash. Enjoy the show. The start. John F. Kennedy, guys. Junior. Something big is about to drop. 2801. 2801. Dude, I think I need, tomorrow when it's my day off, because Miss Grasshopper has been sacrificing so much, guys, right? I'm going to give her the day, right? Tomorrow. And this is still counting, guys. Trump is silent. right? For 1 hour and 31 minutes. His feed is there. We might want to... Dan Scavino is there. Okay. Is 47, Scavy 47 there as well? No, he isn't. Where is he? Scavy 47, guys. Okay. We gotta have our Scavy. Okay, guys. And there it is. Boom, boom, boom. The White House. Dropping a clip of 1 minute and 1 second. Right? 1 minute and 1 second. Or 61 seconds. Okay, it's time to go to what we promised, right? Well, look at this, man. Just signing.
Well,
Okay.
brother,
It's time to go to the... Okay, and dude, the 61 seconds also talks about the sealed orders, guys. Expect outages temporarily, right? If this doesn't signal what I've been saying, I don't know what will, guys. Please refer back and collect my crumbs. As discussed, we anticipated, right? These blackouts, rogue agents, sealed federal orders, tracked and reinstated. If this doesn't signal what I've been saying, I don't know what will, guys. It's not complicated. We got to look at this, guys. And we're going now into the show, guys. So don't worry. Control V. But I got to do my thing, right? Okay, wait a minute. So there's a space. Let me see. Is that on Twitter as well? Okay, guys. Oh, dude. There's something more to it. How can that be? Okay, yes, there it is. So we have to include that as well. So let's see, guys. Let's go like this. So this is 22 characters, guys, with the space, right? There's a little space there. They dropped. It's not complicated. There's your 22, right? Like we showed you with George Washington, National Guard, and all these things, right? The Marines coming in the Oval, right? It's not complicated. It isn't. Use the tools, right? It's paste. So now we got 119. Do we need or don't we need this thing? Okay, this is completing in 119. Okay, let's see. 119. 119. Okay. Money flow disruption. Who controls the Fed? Trump, guys. Fast and Furious. Okay. Okay. So when the thing is gone, we are dropping 2. So there it is, guys. 117, guys. Obama groomed to be the commander-in-chief, right? 9/11, Bin Laden family, right? 15,000 for a toothbrush, right? There it is, guys. Right? Obama, Huma, right? Al-Walid bin Talal, right? Al-Walid, Hillary Clinton connection, Las Vegas, okay. 117. Fund the government. Okay. So, okay. Don't be dumb, but it's not complicated. Interesting. So how many spaces do we have? We have 19 spaces. 90 spaces.
well,
Yes.
if you're looking at just the characters without any spaces or the emojis, that is 98.
Ooh, 90. Wait. 98? Okay. So there's graphic is good. Please update and continue to log. Important more than you know. Review each sentence post happening. Big picture. Signatures have necessary meaning. Again, the counter spaces, timing in between tweets, you know it, right? This is what I think is a signature, right? You know? It's almost like the way of, I don't know. It's almost like it's significant, right? Okay, so, and what is it when we add the thing? Paste. So we got, so now we got 100 characters, right? When you subtract it. That is England. Okay. So there's the whole can of worms in Europe. Okay. So how much is in here? So what are they adding here? They're adding 79 characters, 97 characters, and 70 words. They're adding 70 words to it's not complicated. See that? 97. And again, this is 16. Okay. MS-13, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay. More than 10. There it is, guys. 10 days, darkness, right? Darkness. So we got a 10 days of darkness and 10 days darkness. Darkness. 17 words. But we got to subtract 16. That is 81, right? 81 characters if you take all the spaces gone. Oh. 81. 81. Okay. When big news drops, please reread the entire graphic. This is so critical, and why information is provided in a certain order, and why some topics are, continually emphasized more than others. And those will be the recent happenings, right? This is the purpose of this new thread. Reorganize Snow White, wizards, and warlocks. Guys, you've seen it here, right? Something big is about to drop, right? Reconcile, signal. What I've been saying, I don't know what will, right? There it is. Boom. Elwaleed, Mockingbird, paint, all of these questions help paint a full picture. Graphic is good, update. Signatures have necessary meanings, right? You would there it is. 10 days, darkness, right? And this is why I'm reading this constantly, right? I'm not trying to annoy you, right? Or, I hope you guys appreciate this, right? This is necessary. If I would not be doing this, this will be disservice, right? To what Trump and the team is doing, right? So Quinton Time, we love you. Thank you, Miss Grasshopper, for sharing Grasshopper with us. Well, Quinton, we love you. And again, tomorrow I'm gonna spoil her, guys. Okay, so let's get into the Trump speech, right? As promised. Let's go. Derf, are you ready?
Yeah. Do you?
In many ways.
What?
No. I had my Zoom buried. I was wondering if you needed the link again, but I see you.
No,
got
I got
it.
it. I got it.
We're good.
Okay, guys. All right. Donald J. Trump. Let me see how I can do this and still have you guys with us. Right over here. Right over here. Right over there. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Because if I drag Trump a little bit to the right, that means that I can drop the Q drops next to it, right? Without blocking Trump out. Okay, guys. And again, Trump is pretty silent, right? Isn't that wild, right? It's almost like they're dropping these crumbs, right? And now think they got so much, let them marinate on it. And now we're done, right? We went through it. I think we saw it all. We went over it and over it and over it to recap for the new arrivals that are among us. And again, guys, to have the thing new arrivals, proofs are important, right? And mistakes to some are roadmaps to others, right? Okay, guys. Sec test Bravo B. Activate D private. Okay, guys. Donald J. Trump, everybody. the greatest commander-in-chief, wartime president, guys, saving the world, taking all these slings and arrows for us, right? People taunting them, right? Because of the so-called mistakes he's making on Twitter. Man cannot even write or tweet, right? Everything. He's doing this for all of us, right? For love of country, but above all, love for humanity, right? God bless you, Trump. And everybody that is, the unknown, right? Who paid the ultimate price. We will never forget.
Because they don't wear uniforms. At least when they're wearing a uniform, you can take them out. These people don't have uniforms. But we are under invasion from within. We're stopping it very quickly. After spending trillions of dollars defending the borders of foreign countries, with your help, we're defending the borders of our country from now on. We're not going to let this happen. Biden let people come in from prisons, mental institutions, drug dealers, murderers. We had 11,000.
Uh-oh. So we have to refresh this one. Sorry, guys.
If you're going to rely.
Oh. Okay, guys. Let's continue.
Enemy, but more difficult in many ways because they don't wear uniforms. With your help, we're defending the borders of our country from now on. We're not going to let this happen. Biden let people come in from prisons, mental institutions, drug dealers, murderers.
Dude, we were farther, man, in our show. I know.
Say that again.
We were farther in the show. We were at, I don't know. Let me see. Let me go back. Wait, where is our show? Which show was it? Saturday, I guess. Right? When was our show? Was it Saturday? No, Sunday. Monday, I guess.
Yeah, no, September 30th was Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, let's go to Tuesday, guys. Let's go to Tuesday. Let's rewind to the end of the show.
I have it.
You got it?
I have it that we ended the show and it was 10:04 on timestamp. So
really, okay.
I think we're there. And
11,000
and I
400.
Yes.
I think it ends at 10. Bro, I just realized it. I'm not sure, but I think it ends at 10:37.
Oh, okay. So we got half an hour to go.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go. 10:37. Oh, baby. Donald J. Trump, we love you. Again.
Take out that zero, guys, and what do you have, right?
Okay. Very quickly, guys. He's punching numbers again, so let's listen carefully.
How do you let this happen? Biden let people come in from prisons, mental institutions, drug dealers, murderers. We had 11,488 murders allowed into our country by this guy who had no clue. He had no.
Okay, guys. 11,488, right? Was that what he said? 11,488. So there it is.
Yeah.
So we got our 488. Ooh, and a little 88 at the back. So 11,488. Big problems. Side-by-side graphics are important. Coming through a theater near you. Okay, 11,000. So 488. So oh, dude. That is that drop, man. Again, 11,488. Boom. There is that drop, guys. This happened. This is the response, guys, on 1487. Right? Or, wait a minute. What is 1489? Because 1487 is think new arrivals, proofs are important. Then comes this drop, 1488. Thank you for confirming. Because those on Twitter and lurkers, and those even with little to no knowledge of the great Awakening will pay attention more, and it will add validity to the proofs. The proofs and side-by-side graphics that we see circulating, you know, the ones that go viral are the ones that you have confirmed, of course, right? Thank you for your service to the Great Awakening, right? God bless you and POTUS, the United States of America, right? Roger that. So Q is saying, right? And again, we had these crumbs from Danske Vino, right? Like we listen to you, right? We serve you, right? Somewhere over here. There it is. Right over. Right over here somewhere, guys. Let me see. We had these crumbs before. It was during that whole I think there's one drop missing here. One decode is missing here. Because it was talking about, you know, you talked about this subject and Trump immediately started taking action regarding social media, right? You know that drop, right? It was somewhere here in this line, you know, with Trump talking about Grasshopper again, right? The Vault 7, expand your thinking, right? Timestamps, how many clues must we provide? Have you learned how to read the message, right? Yeah, there it is, 488, right? We are working for you. And again, this is the mirror, guys, of 488. So you have 11,488 and 884 is that drop. We listen. We listening. We listen to you. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. We listen to you. We work for you. You push the eyeball. And immediately POTUS began to comment and take action regarding social media. Play the game with us. Amazing how things make sense once you ask the question, right? The entire point of this operation. It's up to you to collect and archive safely and distribute in a graphic that is in order with the Chrome dumps, and it will all make sense. And once it does, we look to you and to spread and get a word out. Timestamps will help you validate authenticity, right? Your president needs your help, right? And the mirror of the PM timestamp, 3616, the Great Awakening, you are the news now, handled with care, with the Trump card, right? It's not just he's talking about the gold card, so we have the Trump card. No. You know, there's a 1, 2, 0, 1, right? Or, you know, 1, 2, 0, 1, right? You got all the numbers here to make your 1201 Trump card coming, right? Again, a lot more comps over here, right? The Storm winning bigly, right? But again, let's go back into Trump. Just saying, guys. And there is Trump dropping 11,488.
No clue.
Haha, they had no clue. How many times is he saying this after he's dropping a mega clue, right? This guy who had no clue, he had no clue, right? Now we're looking at, right? You know, there it is, guys. He had no clue. There it is, guys. 1148. Well, you know, there's your 1148, and there's your 1148. There's your 4811. Or, yeah, 488. God bless Patriot in your 88-4, right? There it is, right? No deals, we are working for you, right? POTUS immediately took action on social media, right? God bless Patriot and Think New Arrivals. Proofs are important. All within, right? The 11,488. This is 1488, right? 88-4, right? Insane, guys. There's your 48 Q clearance. 11. So there it is, guys. There it is, guys. The chief commander of the military. There he is, right? There he is, guys. Who surrounds POTUS? Boom. Right? Interesting how that number works, right? Every time I think, when he talks about the 17 billion, nobody knows what it means. There's the clue, right? Grass. Nobody knows, but I know all about grass, right? But did you know, you don't know what it is, or you have no clue, or did you know that grass has a life? 40 years, right? Boom. Letters to numbers, right? This, I guess, when I look at the pattern that Trump is using, right? He's dropping these mega things under his breath and also saying, had no clue, or did you know, or, something like that. Add it up. Right? Something like that. Trump is always doing. Before and after he's doing something. Right?
He shouldn't have been there in the first place, but he had no clue. The people that ran the office, the White House, were people that surrounded him, radical left lunatics that are brilliant people, but dumb as hell when it came to policy and common sense. And they allowed people
Boom.
from
okay. It's
all
still
over the world, from the Congo. They opened up prisons in the Congo. They came into our country totally unmatched, unvetted, unchecked. And from all over, South America, not just South America. You think South America, no, but from all over. A lot came in from Venezuela. Venezuela emptied its prison population into our country. That's why they have Tren de Aragua, one of the worst gangs ever. But we took care of them. We took good, strong care of them. And I just want to thank the National Guard in Washington, D.C. It's embarrassing to say this. Now I can say it because we solved it. But Washington, D.C. was the most unsafe, most dangerous city in the United States of America. And to a large extent, beyond. And beyond that.
Oh.
You go to Afghanistan, they didn't have anything like that. You go to countries that you would think there's problems, they didn't have that. And now Washington, D.C., after 12 days of serious
guys, 12
intensity,
days.
We took out 1,700 career criminals.
Boom.
If you have
Okay, wait a minute. Something is happening here. Let's go back. Dick Music is starting. I'm going to put the Twitter. We love you guys. 1,700, guys. 1,770. We love you. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. What did he say?
5 career criminals problems. They didn't have. You go to Afghanistan, they didn't have anything like that. You go to countries that you would think there's problems, they didn't have that. And now Washington, D.C., after 12 days.
12 days, guys. After 12 days, right? 12 days. Now think about how Antifa plays right into the plan. Always ahead. Good guys are winning, right? Huh. 12 days. Okay, let's remember that. He's saying this at 10:06. No deals, war, we're under attack. Okay. I missed the 7076, guys. Sorry. Okay, let's dig. Okay, so he's saying this at 10:06. Boom. What is this? Count your beats, guys. Okay. Again, this was 180 characters or something. How much? No, 90 or something. Paste. Yeah, 188. I remembered. Okay. Again, there's your 88 again.
88.
Huh. 188. Again, like there it is, DC mother. Dude. There's your DC, guys. Washington, DC. After 12 days at 10:06. How did we get there? Yes, there it is. At this time, guys, he talks about DC. No deals, war. He designated, gives the name back to the department, the previous Department of Defense, now known as the Department of War, right? What he is doing are markers, right? Having, the Marines, the special ops in the Oval after he showed you George Washington, who used the military to save the Republic, right? After, he installed the National Guard, where 10:06, the war, count your beats, right? You count the beats, 188, boom. DC, the owl, right? Okay. This is, wait a minute. This is at 10:06. So this is 24:56. 24 minutes and 56 seconds difference with what is happening here. Okay? Let's see. 24, what was I saying? 24:56. 24:56. Ezra Cohen. Okay. What is the time difference between this drop? Oh, guys, there is your dude. It couldn't be better, guys. There's your 1 minute and 50-second difference, guys. There's your Rothschilds, right? Right? 10:07 and 50 seconds. We can't see the seconds, but again, we're just taking it, right? 1 minute and 50 seconds. 10:06. 10:07 and 50 seconds. Count your beats, right? The owls, the Y-heads, right? 150. There it is. The stress calls to you, right? Lord or Lynn, the Rothschilds, right? We know where you are at all times and we can hear you breathing, right? Boom. DC, guys. DC was mentioned at 10:06. And then when you count the beats like Q is doing, right? And the time is just 1 minute and 50 seconds off. That is pointing you to the Rothschilds. And, the exclamation marks are 188. And that takes you to the owls. Now it makes sense. We saw that many times, but it didn't click. Okay, yes, Washington, D.C. Okay, human trafficking, underground tunnels and everything, right? Okay. But now it makes sense, right? After he designated the Department of Defense to Department of War, right? 88-1. Do you believe in coincidences? Okay, guys, let's continue.
Of serious intensity. We took out 1,700 career criminals.
Boom, 1,700 guys. And there are the conditions that, Drop 22 is talking about, right? 22 is saying what conditions, right, need to be satisfied to authorize what? The National Guard working in coordination with the Marines, right? Now in select cities, guys, do we know how many cities are now have active National Guards? because it were 19. Now, yesterday he talked about Oregon, right? And he talked about, what's that state that Elvis lived in?
Well, according to a couple of searches that I did,
Thank you.
and I saw a few people were doing some searching of their own yesterday, but I pretty much just went to Grok and said, how many states have the National Guard? How many states have the National Guard deployed in?
Yeah.
And it was saying as of October 1st, the National Guard has been deployed in 25 states.
Boom! Okay. 11-3, dude. There it is. 25 states. Boom. Follow up on last post. Pelosi, John McCain. So, in one breath, happens. So, this will happen to you, right? It all has meaning. Everything stated. Big picture stuff. A few positions allow for this direct knowledge. Proofs begin. 11.3, right? As Q was saying, many meetings, but the last thing that Q confirmed was the steal of 2020, the foreign and domestic deployment of all assets in cahoots to steal the 2020 election. We all sincerely appreciate the work you do. Keep up the good fight. The flow of information is vital. God bless. This is why we're doing these long hour shows, guys. And shout out to you guys. Your endurance, also Derfman, right? We love you. There it is, guys. 5 states, right? And 1,700 career criminals, right? It is 1-to-1, right? Not everything can be stated 1-to-1, right? Which drop was that again? 289? No. Yeah, there was that other drop. I remember this one, but again, who cares? You know, like Trump has 1,700 National Guards activated across the United States, right? And he arrested 1,700 career criminals. That means 1-to-1, every National Guard, has one career criminal, right? And 1,700 brings you to what drop 22 was talking about, right? What conditions need to be satisfied to authorize? Well, 1,700 is giving you the answer, right? Whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it. It's their right. It's their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for the future security, right? Keeping the population in poor need and suffering, right? Distress calls. We know where you are. NSA. Smile for the camera. 1,700 career criminals, guys. And there it is, guys. That is your 1,700, right? Those career criminals or politicians as we know them, right? That is the form. That is the ends of this, the destructive ends that the government has become, right? That these guys are working in government, stealing your taxpayer money. We knew, but we never knew the extent of it, right? USID, right? Go on and on and on, right? George Soros, right? Funding Antifa and all these other creating dissent in a country, right? Division, no unity, right? Whenever any government becomes destructive to these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Amen.
If you have 5 career criminals, they can
There it is, 5.
make your numbers look very bad because they'll commit many crimes a day. But we took out 1,700 and they took them out. There was no doubt who the boss was. They did an unbelievable job. Then they started even
Who the boss was? Okay.
cleaning. I said, I don't want criminals. They can make your numbers look very bad because they'll commit many crimes a day. But we took out 1,700 and they took them out. There was no doubt who the boss was. They did an unbelievable job. Then they started even cleaning. I said, I don't want them doing that, sir. They were cleaning it up. I drove through it 2 days ago. It was beautiful. People are walking down the street holding hands, man and wife, coming from Iowa. They're not worried about being shot. Washington, D.C. is now a safe city. In fact, I went out to dinner with my crew. I haven't done that. In theory, I wouldn't do it. And I felt totally safe. And nobody's been attacked. Nobody's been hurt. Washington, D.C. went from our most unsafe city to just about our safest city in a period of a month. We had it under control in 12 days, but
Boom.
give us another 15, 16 days. It's
Okay, guys. 12, 15, 16. What is that added up? 12, 15. Okay, there it is, guys. This, Comet Pizza is in DC. It might be, also, it might be a franchise, right? That it is all over the place, but, there it is, guys. James Elephantis, right? Comet Pizza is within DC, guys. So 12, 15, and 15, 16. How much is that added up, Derf? 15, 16.
Sorry, 15, 16 is 31.
No, yes, I know, but 12,
And-
15, 16.
And 12 is 43.
43. Okay, 43. Boom. Okay, these crimes are not meant to scare anyone, but merely inform. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly, and the core focuses on removing entrenched and fortified bad actors within our federal government. Like he said, the career criminals, right? There it is. Any military scene is for your protection as well to demonstrate our resolve. Watch for confirmations tomorrow. Look at this, guys. 12, 15, 16. I like it. Okay, these were the career criminals helping Hillary Clinton. Some will be jailed as deep cover agents, right? Okay, so let me see, guys. If we do 12, 15, 16, what do we have in the middle here? 21, 51. Uh-huh. Okay, again. Meadows. What is this? What are we looking at? The FBI executive. Okay. Agents in charge. HQ phone number. Special agents in charge. The reporters. Okay, guys. Yes. Okay, got it. Again, so the career criminals, media, intel agencies, Mockingbird media, so to say, right? So, but now we got to go. Wait. So 15, 12. Huh. Wait a minute. Okay. So the timestamp, or not timestamp, the numbers also bring us to, what was it again? 1512. 1512. That's weird. Okay, the Clinton Foundation, the beginning, not all are awake. So 12, 15, 16. We got 516, 651. Let me see, guys. 651. TikTok. 165. Expand your thinking. Jason Bourne. Direct message failure. POTUS refuse to be silenced. Bad actors are gathering metadata. 12, 15, 16. $215, $521. Okay, so there's your $521, guys. No, $512. So 215. Okay, let's move on.
perfect. And people other than politicians that look bad, they think, the Democrats run most of the cities that are in bad shape. We have many cities in great shape, too, by the way. I want you to know that. But it seems that the ones that are run by the radical left Democrats, what they've done to San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they're very unsafe places. And we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within.
There it is, guys.
Controlling the physical territory of our
It's 105.
border is essential to
107.
national security. We can't let these people in. You know, we had no people enter in the last 4 months. Zero. Even I can't believe that. You know, we had millions coming in, pouring in. 25 million all told, and of those 25 million, many of them should never be in our country.
We know
They
what
would take
25
their worst
is, right?
people, and they're people from prisons and jail, and they'd put them in a caravan, and they'd walk up. CNN was interviewing one person. Oh, why are you coming? I want freedom. Good. Were you in jail? Yes.
Mainstream
For
media.
what? Murder. I said, you were in for, you had to see this anchor, a young woman. She's like, I couldn't believe. She'll probably lose her job, but because the left doesn't want to hear that. But we're running it based on common sense and based on love of our country.
Yup.
But I
There
want
it
to
is.
salute every service member who has helped us carry out this critical mission. It's really a very important mission. And I told Pete we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for
Okay, guys, pay attention.
our
I'll be back in a
military,
second.
National Guard, but military. Because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city.
Ooh, baby.
With an incompetent governor. Stupid governor. Stupid. They threw him out of his family business. He was so stupid. I know the family. He becomes governor. He's got money.
Back in a second.
Not money that he made. But he ran for governor, he won, and now he criticizes us all the time. And last week they had 11 people murdered, 44 people shot. The week before that they had 5 people murdered, 28 people shot. Every weekend they lose 5, 6. If they lose 5, they're considering it a great week. They shouldn't lose any. You shouldn't lose any. This is civilization. And he's always up there saying, we're in very good shape. We don't need the military. No, they need the military desperately. How about Portland? Portland, Oregon, where it looks like a war zone. And I get a call from the liberal governor. Sir, please don't come in. We don't need you. I said, well, unless they're playing false tapes, this looked like World War II. Your place is burning down. I mean, you must be kidding. Sir, we have it under control. I said, you don't have it under control, Governor, but I'll check it, and I'll call you back. I called her back. I said, this place is a nightmare. It's certainly not the biggest, but it's one of the worst. It's brutal. They go after our ICE people, who are great patriots and tough job too, but they love it. They love it because they're cleaning up our country. And so you look at some of the things where they took over parts of Seattle. They actually took over a big percentage of Seattle. Think of that. You
Okay, guys,
that.
didn't miss anything.
I don't think so.
Okay, guys. He talks about Seattle. Sleepless in Seattle, guys. At 10:10, you know, that is showing you again that beautiful drop regarding, you know, the mass extinction event. You know, to decrease threat level of population, the gun control, election rigging, right? Your voice doesn't matter. Ultimate win, death and money, the Federal Reserve, the word shots, right? Revelations, enough is enough.
A while ago.
He was talking about ICE going to Oregon and stuff. And, you know, if you're looking at 2009, that one was talking about troops to border, MS-13 illegals, roadblock.
009.
1009. 1009.
Okay, yes. 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 And, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Roblox, guys. Big money terminate. The wall means more than you know. Beautiful, guys.
I sent in the troops and they were gone. As soon as I sent them in, when we send in the troops, if you have a real leader that says you got to do what you have to do, I put that out the other day. You got to do what you got to do because we don't want our people hurt as they stand by. I was watching during Biden, there were troops standing up like this, brave, standing up at attention, the way I should stand all the time. And I'm like this. And people are standing, and their mouth is this far away from their mouth, and they're spitting at him, and they're screaming at him. And that soldier standing there, he wants to knock the hell out of the person, but he's not allowed to do anything. So they just stand there and they get abused. And a woman was this far away from his face, and she starts spitting in his face, and he's not allowed to do anything. If it's okay with you, generals and admirals, I've taken that off. I say, they spit, we hit. Is that okay? I think so. They spit, it's a new
Boom.
thing. They spit, we hit. How about the cars, where the cars are coming out? They get brand new cars, Border Patrol, ICE, beautiful, nice new cars. And they're driving along, and they have to go through a gauntlet of rocks being thrown at the car. So here's this beautiful brand new car. By the time it goes 100 yards, it's destroyed. These guys have pretty good arms, some of them. And they're throwing bricks at full force into the window and into the car. It looks like it's a war zone. And I said, never let that happen again. From now on, if that ever happens, and I say it here, you get out of that car and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Because those people are, you can die from that. Those bricks go through the windows. You can die. They'd like it to. They'd like it to go through the window. But this was a couple of months ago. They just kept driving, and bricks are hitting the car. And I said, why aren't they stopping? Because they were under orders from the past administration, never stop. But that's different with us. We stop. And since I gave that order, we haven't had that problem. It's very interesting. It's amazing. It's just like in Venezuela. You've seen the boats going. We can't find any more boats. They're carrying drugs, massive. Every boat kills about 25,000 people. That's what they have. They had fentanyl mostly and a lot of other drugs. And we take them out, and we've taken out 4. So, and it's on air. Everybody gets to see it. Not that we like to do that, but every boat kills 25,000 on average. 20. Some people say more. You see these boats, they're stacked up with bags of white powder. That's mostly fentanyl and other drugs too. And now we have a problem. General Kane says, sir, there are no boats out there. Not even fishing boats. They don't want to go fishing. I don't blame them. There'll be no fishing today. But it's amazing what strength will do, because all we want to do is stop drugs from flowing into our country. It's destroying. We lost 300,000 people died last year. Everybody knows friends, many friends probably, that you lost a child, or adults too. But you lost a son or daughter because of what's coming into our border. And we're making it very hard. Oh, and we haven't even started yet. Last month I signed an executive order to provide training for quick reaction force that can help quell civil disturbances. And this is going to be a big thing for the people in this room, because it's the enemy from within, and we have to handle it before it gets out of control. It won't get out of control. Once you're involved at all, they all joke. They say, oh, this is not good. You saw it in Washington. We had gangs of Tren de Aragua with 10, 12, 15 kids, and these military guys walk up to them.
Okay. 10, 12, 15. Let's see, guys. 10, 12. 12, 15, we know what it is. Okay, but there it is. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. The U.S. Marine Corps. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me see, guys. Miss Penny Black, we love you. I love pie. Leonardo, deflustrated, we love you guys. Let's see, guys. There must maintain a threat to regain power and influence. Are you awake? Let's see. 2101. Okay, there's that one. The collective attack. So 10, 12, 15. So we got 1, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 1, 0. The choice to know will be yours, the end, as the world turns. And we got 215 at 512. 512. The truth belongs to the people. At 215.
and they treat them with disrespect, and they just got pounded. They just got pounded.
And 37.
The gang just pounded.
Sorry?
Been thrown in.
If we add those up,
Oh,
that's
thank you.
37.
Thank you. Sorry, I forgot. 37 guys. Thank God there's Derf, man. Right? There it is. They are the true patriots. We will never forget. Let these coming days be remembered in our history as the time we fought to recapture the Republic from those evil bad actors who for so long have sacrificed the good people of this land for their own personal gain. And that is what Trump is saying, right? They couldn't do anything back. They had to stand there, take it, right? Spit in their face, right? Cars destroyed. And man, when you buy a car, man, that is tough money, right? You're talking about $40,000. Like, I don't even have a car, right? Let alone if I would buy one and somebody would smash it. That would really financially hurt me, right? And now Trump is saying, hey, man, when they spit, we hit, right? So there it is. Fight the good fight. And the justice, guys. Let justice be served. Because the ones that you were spitting on are the true patriots. And we will never forget, right? You're sacrificing, right? The good people of this land for your own personal gain. But those days are over, guys, right? Mm-hmm.
Into paddy wagons and taken back to their country. Some are so dangerous we don't want to even do that because we don't want to. Some of stone cold murders, we don't have the confidence. Even though they're not coming back very easily, we don't have the confidence. We put them in jails. But these service members are following in a great and storied military tradition, from protecting frontier communities to chasing outlaws and bandits in the Wild West. And our history is filled with military heroes who took on all enemies, foreign and domestic. You know that phrase very well. That's what the oath says, foreign and domestic. Well, we also have domestic. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Grover Cleveland, George Bush, and others all used the armed forces to keep domestic order and peace. Many of our leaders used the military to keep peace.
Foreign and
they like to
domestic,
say,
guys.
you're not
Look at
allowed
this.
to use the military. And
Domestic,
you know what the people say?
foreign.
The people in those
Domestic,
cities where they're being
foreign.
raped and shot and beat up. You know what they say? We love the military. You ever see where they interview the people on the street? I've never seen somebody say they don't, unless they're radical and paid off, because a lot of these insurrectionists are paid by, whether it's Soros or other people, but they're paid by the radical left.
Boom. Dude. Look at this. They're paid, guys. Cory Booker, 1.8 million. Chuck Schumer, 3.5. And Fat Christie, right? Fat bastard, right? 4K. I know one thing. They're not paying by the pound, right? Because else Chris Christie would have 3.5 or even double that, right? They're not paying by the pound, guys, right?
So today I want to thank every service member from general to private who has bravely helped us secure the nation's capital and make America safe for the American people. It's amazing. The whole world is watching. Everybody in the White House, they come up to me, young women, sir, thank you. I know immediately what they thank you. They don't have to say it. They walk to work now to the White House. We haven't had a crime in Washington in so long because we got the careers. We call them the careers. We got these lunatics out, and they'll never be any good. You know, I hate to tell this to the liberal media. You could spend time with them. You could do whatever you want. You could send them to the finest schools, which they couldn't get into anyway, mentally. They couldn't get in, but no matter what you do, they'll never be good. They're bad. They're career criminals. I don't know, maybe they were born that way. Some people don't like me to say that, but maybe they were. Certainly, some were.
Hey, Derf, do you want to shout out Truth Seeker, right? Dropping 2 subscriptions. We love you, sister.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Truth Seek dropping 2 memberships. We got one that was gifted to Crayfish, and the other one was gifted to Anita123.
Okay, guys, our Dutchies are with us. We love you.
Welcome to the Red Castle Club.
Okay, guys. So I'm just wondering, right? What were the deltas on that day, right? Because he's saying the world is watching, right? And some other, there it is, guys. Red October, stay tuned and watch. I just wonder, guys, there's no drops at 10 a.m., right? So there's your Justice Kavanaugh, right? Define treason. There is no world is watching or, let me see, guys, if he's hitting any deltas. The church. Okay. There's your Mike Pompeo. Okay, guys, let's continue.
Together with the leaders here today, we're also restoring a needed focus on defeating threats in the Western Hemisphere. Throughout this region, cartel terrorists have been allowed to wage a relentless campaign of death and destruction on our country, all because we had weak leadership on top. And we did a great job with it first term, but this is something else what we're doing now. We're taking it to the next level, probably next level times 3. But we had COVID come up, and we had to take care of that. We did a great job with COVID. We had the therapeutics.
Nope.
It's just Regeneron. So many things we did for COVID, but we had to focus on that. And every other country in the world was being decimated by COVID. So we had to change gear a little bit to take care of that. But under our leadership, the military is now the knife's edge in combating this sinister enemy. We have to put the traffickers and cartels on notice, and we've done that. And we put them, a lot of them, we've called them a terrorist organization, which is actually a big thing to do. Nobody's done it, but I've done it with a lot of them. It gives you a tremendous advantage. If you try to poison our people, we will blow you out of existence, because that's the only language they really understand. That's why you don't see any more boats on the ocean. You don't see any boats. Around Venezuela, there's nothing. As president, I will never hesitate to defend our people from threats of violence, from the horrible plague that's taking place from within. The Iran nuclear power, the Iran, all of the great power that we thought existed, we blew it out to kingdom. We took advantage of it.
Thy kingdom come, guys.
Really took advantage of it, and it was a beautiful thing to see, and that's what military power can achieve. That's why I chose Raising Cane. He's fantastic, by the way. I hope you all agree. If anybody disagrees, could I please have your hand? Who disappears at Raising Cane is no good? Just raise your hand. I don't see any hands raised. All right. That means you're okay. That means that he's okay now, but I saw his results. You know, he took out ISIS.
You don't want to go against Raising,
guys. It
guys.
took 4 years. It took 4 weeks. I went to see him.
Wait.
And he took him out in
So 4
weeks.
Did he say 4?
All right. That means you're okay. That means that he's okay now, but I saw his results. You know, he took out ISIS. I was told it was going to take 4 years. It took 4 weeks. I went to see him, and he took him out in 4 weeks, knocked him out, knocked him to hell. And I was told by military people it was going to take 4 to 5 years to do it.
I think so.
And I don't even know if we'll have it then, sir. These were the Washington generals.
So wait a minute, 4. That is, wait a minute. 12, 17, dude. He says 4 years, 4 weeks. He did it in 4 weeks. 4 weeks he did it. Right? 5. Right? So there is your 17. 4 is 12 plus 5 is 17. Let's see that again.
He took out ISIS. I was told it was going to take 4 years. It took 4 weeks. I went to see him, and he took him out in 4 weeks, knocked him out, knocked him to hell. And I was told by military people it was going to take 4 to 5 years to do it.
Wait a minute.
And I
So
don't
there's
even
more.
know if we'll have it then, sir. These were the
So
Washington.
21, right? That adds up to 21. Okay, guys. At this point, you are far enough along that you can paint the picture without risk of jeopardizing the operation. You know? Interesting.
Generals. I call them the television generals. But Raising Cane did it in 4 weeks, took out 100% of the ISIS caliphate. As a result of these actions and many others since my inauguration. We're witnessing the triumphant return of peace through strength. We have great peace through strength. America is respected again as a country. We were not respected with Biden. They looked at him falling downstairs every day. Every day the guy's falling downstairs. He said, it's not our president. We can't have it. I'm very careful, you know, when I walk downstairs or like I'm on stairs, like these stairs, I walk very slowly. Nobody has to set a record. Just try not to fall, because it doesn't work out well. A few of our presidents have fallen, and it became a part of their legacy. We don't want that. You walk nice and easy. You don't have to set any record. Be cool. Be cool when you walk down, but don't pop down the stairs. So one thing with Obama, I had zero respect for him as a president, but he would bop down those stairs. I've never said, da-da-da-da-da-da. He'd go down the stairs, wouldn't hold on. I said, it's great. I don't want to do it. I guess I could do it. But eventually, bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And it only takes once. But he did a lousy job as president. A year ago, we were a dead country. We were dead. This country was going to hell. We were dead in every way, from immigration to military. We didn't have the weapons. We were given everything to Ukraine. We had nothing. And by the way, I have to tell you, now, as you know, I went over and I met with NATO, and NATO raised from 2 to 5, which everyone said 5% of GDP.
Another 25.
Billions and now trillions of dollars are pouring in. They didn't pay the 2% because they know we were there to pay it. And now they paid the 5%. That's trillions of dollars. And we're not spending any money on that war, not 10 cents. We sell.
Wait a minute, guys. What's going on here? He's saying 2525.
And by the way, I have to tell you, now weapons, we're giving everything to Ukraine. We had nothing. And by the way, I have to tell you, now, as you know, I went over and I met with NATO, and NATO raised from 2 to 5, which everyone said 5% of GDP.
Wait.
Million.
So 2 to 5, 5% of GDP, right? That's what he said. Learn to read the map. You have more than you realize. Right, guys? 2 to 5%, 5% of GDP, right? That's what he said.
And now trillions of dollars are pouring in. They didn't pay the 2% because they know we were there to pay it. And now they paid the 5%. That's trillions of dollars. And we're not spending any money on that war, not 10 cents. We sell our equipment to NATO. NATO pays us for the equipment, and they give it to Ukraine or whoever they give it to. They can keep it, but we're not involved. We have no money going out. Biden gave $350 billion. Not sustainable. $350 billion. And we have a war that should have never started. But we're not doing that anymore. So I just want you to know we're selling equipment. Our people are buying equipment. They are buying the equipment at full price, a fair price. So I don't want to say we're making money, because I don't want to be making money on a war. It's too many people dying. They're losing 7,000 soldiers a week. A lot of them are Russian soldiers, but between the two countries, mostly soldiers, by the way. Sometimes, you know, in Kiev, they'll lob a missile in or some drones in, kill some people. But mostly it's soldiers. Russia and Ukraine are losing 7,000 souls.
So interesting, guys. Interesting that the crumbs that Trump just was dropping. I've got a wheel of death, guys. I don't know what it means. But the crumbs Trump was dropping, and now we have 7,000 souls, right? And if you look at the previous crumbs, wait a minute. We had here Comey. It lead to Comey. It's a shame that it doesn't pull up anymore. Yes, it was. Wait a minute. It was 2510. Yes. There it is. It talks about Comey timestamps, right? Do the math, right? 2510. It talks about Comey, and then he talks about 7,000, right? Now we're talking about Hillary, right? And of course, why did Comey drop this, right? 7,000 souls. how many kids disappeared, right? Indicting Hillary would lead to indicting Obama, which could never happen because of Comey, right? And those bad actors.
And they're not American. They're not us. They're not you. We have a special obligation. But they're soldiers. They're young people. They leave their parents. They wave goodbye. And then 2 days later, they're blown up so unnecessarily.
So 7,002.
And losing 7,000 souls. And they're not American. They're not us. They're not you. We have a special obligation. But they're soldiers. They're young people. They leave their parents. They wave goodbye. And then 2 days later, they're blown up so unnecessarily. And so that's the primary reason I want to get it done. And we got to get it done. It's crazy what's going on. That's the worst war that there's been since World War II. The number of soldiers that are being killed there is just crazy. From 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers die a week. Think of that. So I think we'll get that done. But that's turned out to be the toughest one. I'm so disappointed in President Putin. I thought he would get this thing over with. He should have had that war done in a week. And I said to him, you don't look good. You're 4 years fighting a war that should have taken a week. Are you a paper tiger? And it's a shame. But I think eventually we'll get that one done, just like in theory, I want to knock on wood, because you never know. It's like we're going to have the Middle East done, which is actually a much harder thing to do. I mean, thousands of years. But we have to get that war done. So now just think of it, we're a dead country. I was with the King of Saudi Arabia, a great guy. I was with the Emir of Qatar. I was with the great leadership of UAE. I was over there. We brought back $2 trillion and more. They ordered 200 planes, Boeings. They ordered so much, and they were great. But they all said essentially the same thing. They said, 1 year ago, you were a dead country, and now you're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're the hottest country in the world right now. The absolute hottest country in the world. There's nobody even close. Putin said that to me. We met in Alaska, had a good meeting. Then he went back and started sending drones into Kiev. I said, I thought we had a good meeting. But it's one of those things. But we were a dead country a year ago.
A bare week
and
while
now
you're
we're the
strong,
hottest country
right?
anywhere in the world. Think of that. You could be proud of
This
that.
information is real.
And you must have felt like hell when you have a wife or a husband at home, and you used to read the numbers that we can't get people to join the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. You must have felt like, I have a job that nobody wants. That doesn't feel good. Well, now you have a job that is brimming over with people wanting it. They want it. And you're able to get a much higher quality because now you have your choice. You want so many. And we're going to have many, many people that aren't going to be able to join because of the fact that we don't need them at this moment. But think of it, what a difference that is from, I could just imagine 2 years ago, you're reading front page articles in the New York Times, of course, and Wall Street Journal. They always give us unfair stories.
There's a piece
But
through
they played it
strength.
so
by the
big.
way.
They were playing it
He
so big.
already
Nobody
talked to
wants
Putin,
jo-
guys. See that? This information is real and necessary, right? A bare week while you're strong. We had a good meeting, but then he started flying those drones in there. We all know who is behind that, right? Think about what General Flynn was saying, right? But again, let's continue.
Join the Army, the Marines, the Air Force. They don't want to join. They don't want to join the Coast Guard at all. Nobody wants to join. Nobody wants to join our police forces. Our police forces also. It's almost went hand in hand. And I used to say, boy, I'm speaking in front of the military today, and it's embarrassing because I'm speaking in front of people who have a job that other people don't want, but now you have a job that everybody wants. So I think that has to make you feel good. It's one of the reasons I love being here today, because I wanted to say that. I have to say that everybody wants to be in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines. If you think the Coast Guard and Space Force, our beautiful Space Force. It's a whole
We love you,
different
Susan.
world. And now they're signing up, by the way, seriously big numbers
Miss
for the
Penny
police.
Black, we love you.
Dangerous job, isn't it? Huh? Fire department.
Give it up for Miss
But
Penny
that's
for Miss Grasshopper,
for
guys.
progress once thought almost impossible. I mean, a year ago, you wouldn't have thought that was possible. A year ago, they were talking about
Mac
making
Cufay, we
the
love you.
military smaller
These
because
are
they
for
can't
you.
get the people to join. We're thinking about making it larger because we have so many people. And it's nice to be able to cut people because of merit that aren't really qualified for
128.
any reason, a physical reason, a mental reason.
There
You
it
don't
is,
have to
guys.
take them anymore
Boom.
because you have the pick of the litter, and they all want to be with you. They all want your job. They want to be with you. They want to work with you. They'll even take your job. Got to be a little bit sharp. You got to watch it. But everybody wants to be doing what you're doing now. What a difference when I speak to you, and I can say that as opposed to a couple of years ago when I was talking to rooms where they were desperate to get people and they couldn't get them. What a difference a presidential election can make.
Boom.
That's all it is.
This is what I'm saying a lot, right? What a difference a president makes, right?
It's just a presidential election. Yesterday at the White House, we put forward a plan for peace in Gaza. We announced it, and we're going to create something that was my idea, but unfortunately
There
I
it
got
is, guys.
drafted.
There it is. What a difference a president makes, right? Loud and clear, Q plus. Boom, right? What a difference a president makes, right? Working for we the people, simply, right? No strings attached, right? What a difference. What a breath of fresh air, right?
Going to be called the Board of Peace,
Boom.
and it's going to reign over that territory, and we're going to get that done. And they asked if I'd be the chairman of the Board of Peace. I wasn't counting on that. I had the idea for the Board of Peace, but I said yes. And I guess because of that, every leader, everybody wants to be on the Board of Peace, and we're going to watch over that very volatile part of the world and keep it non-volatile, so you don't have to get involved. We want to save you for other things or save you for nothing from that standpoint. We don't want you fighting wars, but if you have to, you're the most lethal fighting force in the world. And I would say that even 2-3 years ago, but now I say it with great enthusiasm. It's so true. And we're striving tirelessly to end the terrible war in Ukraine. And as you know, we're also working hard to get the allies to share more of the burden of our defense. Much of that has really already taken place. But all NATO members have committed to the increase that I talked about. Think of that. That was unthinkable. It used to be 1%, then we got it up to 2% in my last term. And they did not like it. And now I got it to 5%, and I get along great with all of them. In fact, they call me the president of NATO. I said, I don't think so. But they're great. They're great people, and they're spending a lot of money, and a lot of money that they should have been spending in the past. But I think Putin was a wake-up call for them, really. We're now selling large quantities of American-made weapons to NATO, and we're getting really fair prices.
Kirk Allen.
Making a lot of money. It's my hope that from
We love you.
Europe to Asia to the Middle East, our allies will make similar commitments to increase their military capabilities. And this will greatly strengthen our alliances, and also it will make war far less likely. You know, if you're a strong presence like we are such a strong presence now. And I go around bragging about that. I said, we have the strongest military anywhere in the world. I say it. You never heard Biden say that. You never heard him say anything. But you never heard him say, did you ever hear him say, we have the strongest military? He doesn't say that. I say it. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have great leadership. And I'll tell you, Pete and General Kane, all of the people that I've met that have been lifted up in rank. And we got many of them out of here, too. I'll be honest with you. Didn't like doing it, but we got many of you out of here because we weren't satisfied. We know everything about everybody. It'll also help the United States rapidly rebuild our defense industrial base. Each of you can play an important part in getting allies to do their part. So to that end, Secretary Hegseth will soon be announcing major reforms to streamline military acquisitions and expedite foreign military sales. We have tremendous numbers of countries that want to buy our equipment. And, you know, in many cases, it takes too long. They have backlogged. We're backlogged on all the equipment, which is something that's new to us a little bit. And I told those companies, you better get...
Did you just hear what he said? We know everything about everybody, right? It was 10:31, right? And it talks about the U.S. Embassy, right? But what do you see here? You see, okay, yeah, this is that. There is him. See that? So we know everything about everybody. What does he mean? Where is Pompeo working now? In Ukraine, right? Again, like I said, is he doing the same as what he was doing? What the drops were saying, right? Not what we think and not what the mainstream is saying and not what the critics are saying, right? Just sticking with the Q drops, right? He was at the CIA to collect the evidence, right? Bring that to the State Department to help clean up, right? Now he's saying we know everything about anyone, right? Of course, we have it all. But does he play a role in it, right? Is he playing the same role in Ukraine as he was playing at the CIA? Still working undercover for Trump, even though his Secret Service intel is taken away. Think about it. I don't know. Maybe. Interesting, right?
Get your ass going, because we're selling you a lot of equipment. We're getting countries to buy your equipment. You got to produce the equipment. Some of the countries, I'm not going to mention, but some of the countries are buying a lot. And that's a good thing. They're on our side. 95%. I'll never say 100% because it can always turn,
there it
right?
is, guys.
You know about that.
Red October. Stay tuned and watch.
The problem is we have to get
Navy
the
ships.
companies that make this equipment. And we make the best equipment in the world, but they got to make it faster. We have orders for the F-35. We have orders for everything.
There it is, guys. I will never say 100%, 95%, right? What happened in Saudi Arabia will happen here, right? Keep digging and organizing the info into a graphic, right? You know, there it is. Navy ships, we are active, right? And Mikey.
The new F-47, we have orders for everything.
F-35. So that is 635. 635. At your stations, Anons. The 1 minute marker. 635. The F-35, right? The F is the fifth letter. 536. Okay, Hillary Clinton. Have you not discovered the confirmed correlation between the post here and the tweet yet? They got 647. Tomorrow, Freedom Day. Day of days, guys. Again, the confirmed connections and the 1 minute marker, right? Day of days, 1 minute marker. Interesting. 746. Come on.
They got to make it faster, a lot faster. Ammunition they have to make faster. In the coming months, we'll be making even more historic announcements to fully embrace the identity of the Department of War. I love the name. I think it's so great. I think it stops wars. The Department of War is going to stop wars. If we are as ruthless and relentless as our enemies, the United States Armed Forces will be totally unmatched in the future. We have a group of enemies that are very ruthless and very smart, but they can't match us. They can't match us. They don't even come close to matching us. Again, you know, it's very important for me to say we are the greatest military in the world, but we make the best equipment in the world. I watched our anti-missile missiles. I watched our Patriots just knock things out like a needle hitting another needle on the stage. There's a needle up there, and you send another needle up, and it hits it every time. During the war, we went 14 for 14. We had 14, this is with Iran, we had 14 missiles coming at us. All 14 were knocked out of the sky, every one of them.
How many?
A needle on the stage. There's a needle up there, and you send another needle up, and it hits it every time. During the war, we went 14 for 14. We had 14, this is with Iran, we had 14 missiles coming at us. All 14 were knocked out of the sky, every one of them.
All right. Wait a minute. 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 14.
Yep.
So that is 20. And so that is 70, huh?
Yep.
These crops and times equate to the biggest drops ever to be disclosed. Saudi Arabia to the United States. Boom. The needle guys. The Bush family. The Great Awakening. Following the money. So again, he's pointing to the 14. And again, drop 14, right? Always 5 steps ahead. The National Guard guys. So we have arrived. So what happened in the United States is now happening in Saudi Arabia. What happened there is now happening in the United States.
We make the best equipment. From Sparta to Rome, to the British Empire, to the United States of America, history has shown that military supremacy has never been simply a matter of money or manpower. At the end of the day, it is the culture, spirit of our military that truly sets us apart from any other nation. Our ultimate strength will always come from the fierce people and those brilliant people with such
Jacob,
pride,
great to see
the
you.
unbending will and the traditions of excellence that have made us the most unstoppable force ever to walk the face of the earth. And that's what we are. Remember, we never want to use it, but we have the most powerful nuclear capability, and I call it nuclear deterrent of any other country. Nobody close. The men and women in this room inherit the legacy built and won by Washington and Jackson,
Boom.
Grant and Pershing, Eisenhower and Patton, Nimitz and LeMay. We carry forward the majestic military heritage passed down from father to son, soldier to soldier, and one generation of warriors to the next. You are warriors, you know that, right? You're great warriors. Well, you wouldn't be in this room. You're the best of the best. From Concord Bridge to Fort McHenry, from Gettysburg to Manila Bay, from Normandy to Sicily, and from the jungles of Vietnam to the dusty streets of Baghdad, America's military has charged into hellfire, climbed up jagged mountains, crossed roaring oceans, and thundered across open deserts to defend our flag, our freedom, and our homeland. Nobody does it like you. Now we are discovering American muscle, reasserting American might, and beginning the next story chapter in American military legends and lore. That's L-O-R-E. It is lore. When it comes...
Okay, guys. Let me see, guys. What is he doing here? He's spelling, guys. L-O-R-E, right? 12, 15, 18, 5. So there's your 12, 15 again. $12.15. Okay, we got that. 12.15. There's your, okay. 18 and 5. So, okay. 118. 15, 18. Well done. Shows commitment. 11.3 sealed indictments. Okay, guys. Boom. Sealed indictments. 18.5. Okay, doof. Come on, guys. So there it is. Boom, boom. Sealed indictments. Boom. Right? See that? In one swoop, guys. 12, 15, 18. Lore. L-O-R-A-E. Right? Lore. He's spelling it out there. You know what lore is? Woo, baby. There it is, guys. Sealed indictments. 11.3, 11.6. Right? Well done. Shows commitment. There it is. 185, guys. Lore. 185. Let me see, guys. Okay, wait. Let me dig on this while Trump is talking because little grass is crying. Gotta go down.
Comes to defending our way of life, nothing will slow us. No enemy will stop us. They cannot stop us. And no adversary will stand in our way. They won't stand in our way. We don't want them to stand in our way. We don't want to even put them in that position, but they're not going to stand in our way ever again. You'll never see 4 years like we had with Biden and that group of incompetent people that ran this country that should have never been there. Because we had the United States military, the best, the boldest, the bravest that the world has ever seen, that the world has ever known. With leaders like we have right here in this beautiful room today, we will vanquish every danger and crush every threat to our freedom in every generation to come. Because we will fight, 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 and we will win, win, win. I want to just thank you once again, and God bless the United States military, and God bless America. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, guys, the music is stopping. Donald Trump, great speech. 137 again, guys. Beautiful. Stopping the speech at 137 with 1 hour, 12 minutes on the clock, guys, and 45 seconds. Beautiful. Guys, I gotta go. Derf, my final words to you. I'm gonna pull the plug. Derf, are you with me?
You're gonna hate me because I am.
Talk.
I
What's up?
might have a delay again, though.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Scavino posted. He posted.
Okay, guys. What the fuck? Okay. Shit.
He posted at 3:17 and 40 seconds.
Wow, guys.
But he also posted 72 seconds before at 3:16.
Oh, come on, guys. Again, the 316, man. Whoa, Trump, we love you. And again, guys, dude, check this out. There is the 316 characters, guys. Dan Scavino again, dropping at 316 and 28. 72 seconds in between. Man, Scavino. 128, guys. 128. Jeez, I gotta... Oh, God, please pray for me. Let me do this. 316, okay. We know what it is, guys. 1516. Man. Scavy, I gotta go. 1628. Okay, guys. What's up? Talk. Talk.
His last post, his Truth Social post, ends with 128.
Yes, 128, yes. I know. Do you hear me, by the way, Derf? Dude, I
hear
think,
you fine.
Yeah, I think you gotta come back in because there's, I think, a long delay. But let me see, guys. 3162. 3162. Q proofs. Okay, guys. And on snow, guys. Beautiful. 2615. 2615. Okay, guys. Okay, the black eye. Power grid. Q should be prepping for some kind of shutdown. Guys! Again, Q is saying no here, right? But he talks about the power grid, right? That's not what we're asking. You know, there it is. But again, we are, you know, like this transition is safeguarded, right? So don't worry about it, right? Dan Scavino, guys. 628. Come on. There it is, guys. The clock is ticking. Nobody is safe, guys. Six one three. Boom. Come on. U.S. military detention. Okay, got you. Let me see, guys. 72. Gotta run, guys. What is the length of the clip? Very smart, Anon. Saudi Arabia is primary. U.S. is secondary. Boom.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, guys. 30-second clip. Okay, let's play the clip while... There it is, guys. Oh, dude. 151, huh? 1151. There it is, guys. Side-by-side graphics. Important going forward. Dude, there's your 1333. Oh. Okay, guys. Castle Lock, guys. The shutdown. Boom. Castle Lock. So there's your 1511 as well. Okay, the Barack Obama administration. Okay, guys. 3637. Okay, the clock is ticking. Okay, got it. Wat? Ja, kom eraan. I gotta go, guys. Let me see. 317. Don't mistake journalism. Journalist S. 317. Okay, 1517. 1517. Okay, Derf, say goodbye.
All right, guys, the last thing I'll say is I believe it seems to me that the video on Truth is 29 seconds. The one on X is 30 seconds. So 2930 is a Q proof. And on that note, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's show because we sure did. Love you guys. Everybody in the chats. Trump, Scavino, Elon, Cash, everybody in the less than 10, Wizards and Warlocks, Rapid Response 47, who hit a 0 to the minute delta today. White House, you guys are phenomenal, who, you know, assisted with that, those early posts with Trump. We love you guys. Crass, we love you. Miss Hopper, we love you too. By the way, guys, prayers for deplorable LJ. She needs them. We love you, deplorable LJ. Richard Rohr, we love you too. Prayers to you too. And we'll see you guys, if not tomorrow, maybe Saturday, Sunday. We'll see. Love you guys.
So this is 19 added up, right? 115135. 19. Okay, guys. Okay, 19, final one. Okay, Derfman, Dan Scavino, we love you. The 128, guys, our favorite drop. The 2161. 2161. Rest are running. Timing is everything. Enjoy the show. 4101. Okay. Okay. 1014. 1014 and 2941. Read the comments, guys. Facts matter. Okay, guys. Time in between 112. Important to archive, guys.
Sorry,
Safeguard
but happy
it.
birthday to Susie 1638 tomorrow.
Okay, guys. We love you guys. Happy birthday. Stay alert in main US cities. DC, guys. DC. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So again, Dan Scavino, thank you so much. We love you. To the moon and back. 1612, I see there. 1612. Okay. We are listening to some, okay, guys. Talking before Tron speeds. Just land that you have time. 21161. 21161. Rest are running, guys. Enjoy the show. And again, Dan Scavino, we love you. Another beautiful 316 and a beautiful 128, guys. Dan Scavino, we have a little 1612 merit over there. Okay, guys. Yes, and 2161. Okay, guys. Beautiful. Unbelievable how this is all working, guys. We got a 211. Okay, guys. I gotta run. God bless you all. Let me shout each and every one out and play Hold the Line. And see you guys on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boom time. And bring a friend, guys. Bring a friend. Kirk Allen,
I will be
Miss
a
Penny
president
Black,
for
love for you to
disease,
see.
joblessness,
I
and
love pie.
hopelessness, anger,
Dude.
resentment and hatred,
Jacob.
extremism, lawlessness,
Deflustrated.
violence,
Faye.
bitterness and
Governor
fury,
Sorry Girl.
no progress,
Love for you to see.
No nation.
D-Dan.
Only a
Highlander.
state of chaos.
Betsy.
Don't piss down my back and tell me
Betsy
it's real.
Ross. We gonna piss me off. Sean Lenane. We gonna home rifle. Dick Tracy. Happy Grammy. Linda, we love you. We gonna hold. We gonna hold. Larry. We gonna hold the line. Boom time. Trucy, we love you. Dick Tracy. Miss Penny Black. D-Dan. Glad again. All right, guys. Tapper Tim. We love you guys. Shout out to beautiful Miss Grasshopper. Holding the line here. Firstborn Unicorn. Q Faye, we love you. Mag. God bless your beautiful soul. Colors 1921. Jasmine Rose. We love that name. We love you, sister. God bless you, Jasmine. We go all right. Boom. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Little 51. Anita. Shishina. Mama Bear Trump. We love you, sister. Thanks so much for joining us. All right, UTT. Madeline Gator. Alefandris. We love you. Kirk Allen too. Hey, there we go. We have reached the cruising altitude of 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And while we're ready, guys, please double check if you're buckled up because you know it's going to get bumpy. Janine, J.K. White, we love you. Derf, you got this.
United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay, immediate boarding at Great Scabby.
Gage, Scabby, we knew this day would come. Grab your favorite beverage, liberal tears, grab your popcorn, here we go. Grateful Dave. Okay, guys. Coming to Sorry Girl. Mag. Hug to you. Time. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadow for millennia, and as you can see unfolding rise in front of our eyes. We're blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Dash Patel, Pam Bondi, Chuck Grassley, Richard Ronaldo, Lester Tell, what is wrong? We love you guys.
We love you.
Okay,
We will
guys,
be
say
back
goodbye
in some
because I'm going
form.
to kill this. I'm going to
Too
kill
many of us
chat
think it is impossible.
right away, guys. God bless you.
Too many think it is unreal.
But that is a
But that is a dangerous,
defeatist belief.
defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion that we are gripped by forces
we
we
cannot
cannot
control.
control.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
prepare
for the Storm Magna.
Okay, guys, let's wait until the Where We're Going, What We Go is full in screen because you guys are absolute proof of this. And again, guys, thank you all so much for joining us on this beautiful Saturday. And Dan Scavino and Trump, you guys are killing it. Man, it's going to take me some time to make the decodes because now I'm going to go down to Miss Grasshopper. Little Grass was crying like crazy. So, I got to go down. give all my attention there. Let's see what I can do at midnight. Tomorrow, I'm going to give the whole day to her. I'll be back on Saturday, guys. 10 a.m. sounds good to you. We're going to be there with you on Saturday and on Sunday, recapping this whole week. And Derfman, thank you so much for joining us. Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Your endurance and your love for this movement, is because you know that great days are ahead of us, right? This promise is being secured, right? By the prophecies that are there, right? By the proofs that the Q team are dropping during our shows as well, right? And again, Dan Scavino, thank you so much for everything you're doing, right? What an incredible ride this is, right? And Donald Trump, thank you so much for holding the line and taking all these slings and arrows for us, right? We will never forget. We will always, honor those, even the ones that we don't know their names, right? Who paid the ultimate price. And again, guys, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Everybody on Twitter, we love you. And again, hit the bell of notification on your way out. Hit your thumbs up, right? So you are pushing this broadcast to other people as well, right? Make them understand what's going on. The method behind the madness. Greatness is on the horizon. And see you guys on Saturday. Have a blessed one. And guys, maybe we're going to do a midnight show for me, right? So maybe you're 7 o'clock, my 1 o'clock a.m. on Friday. Who knows, guys? God bless you all. Derfman, love you. And see you soon, guys. Say goodbye. I'm going to kill the live chat. God bless.